My name is Kevin Donahue. I'm Senior Project Architect at Strang. Well, there are two favorite parts. One is just coming up with the design, the idea of exploring. That is creatively to be able to see it in your mind, quickly walking through all the different variations, the possibilities, trying to bring together all these ideas and concerns and needs. The collaboration between your design team partners is great. The other part is I love detailing. Give me something to detail. Figure out how to keep the rain out. Figure out how something goes together. I can just get lost in that. It's a beautiful moment in a project. I think the hardest thing for me is to try and keep a rhythm and flow going over a project. Keep going and keep that focus going where it needs to. It's constantly changing. You can't dwell on something too long. The ability to have to delegate something to someone else rather than wanting to keep it yourself and work on it, that is a challenge because it is so much fun to, it's all a puzzle. It's a creative puzzle. And you get to the point where you can't or should not do it all. I mean, that's the whole point of having a team site with you is to be able to delegate this, to share the responsibilities. And for me, it's a challenge because I do love getting my hands dirty in a project. It depends on the project, seriously. I have a lot of architects, designers who inspire me, some from history, Borromini, Bramante, some more recent, Ife Jones, who passed away many years ago, brilliant architect, got to spend a half hour one-on-one talking with him about design. Again, it comes down to the challenges. Early in my career, I did a couple of churches. I love doing religious architecture. It's something that can be very rewarding, something that you can really sink design effort into. I love multi-use buildings because the complexity and the simplicity you have to impart on it. I really love the challenge of taking an older building and adapting it. Be it historical or not, but the idea of let's give it some new life, let's play off of its strengths, let's give it some new strengths. Adaptive reuse can be a lot of fun, very challenging, and you're keeping an existing structure still useful. You are being green about it. Most green building is the building that already exists. So, yeah. Get a varied experience. I started out by specifically targeting smaller firms where I knew I would have to do multiple things. I'd even, something that came up the past couple of days, I wish in the United States we had a tradition of forcing architecture students to spend some time working in a construction office. You go to Britain, and one of the things many, if not all, students are required to do is to spend times in a construction office. They become the clerk of the works, and they're tracking down every single nut, bolt, and screw used on a project, and they really understand what goes into making a building, all the parts, as well as the construction process. As designers, we need to understand the construction process. We can't just draw pretty pictures because you have to know how things go together. You have to understand sequences. You have to understand constructability in order to get the most out of your design.